All right, everybody, we are heading to our gate and ready to head out of here. And before I get going, I just wanted to mention one thing, and that is, one of the greatest storytellers of all time was Walt Disney. He had just a knack of making people happy and was just so amazing that way. And anyway, one of the things he loved to do is tell stories. And so one thing to always remember, that he who travels has stories to tell. So let's go tell a story. Okay, you guys, welcome to another edition of Lemon Branch Travels. I cannot tell you how excited I am, you guys. I am at the airport. I am finally living my lifelong dream, and that is I'm traveling to Disney World. I'm doing it alone, and I've always wanted to be an annual pass holder. I finally have one, and I'm heading off to do this today. I'm at the airport, and I want to just kind of show you around a little bit. I am traveling basic economy, so I am a Gold Medallion member on Delta. And with that, you get a few perks, but particularly if you get the Delta Reserve card, then it gives you SkyClub access. You get so many passes a year to bring in guests. You get so many, if I were to come by myself, I get 15 times I can come here by myself, and it doesn't cost me any extra. It's just part of having that Delta Reserve card. But what's interesting is, if you're traveling basic fare, if you're on basic fare, you don't have access to the SkyClub. And so how am I in here? Well, the Delta agent that was out at the front, you scan your boarding pass and you're supposed to be able to just come right in. Well, she saw the situation. She's like, I'm so sorry, it's not going to work this time because you're on a basic fare. You don't have access to the SkyClub. And I said, oh my gosh, are you serious? Because even though I'm Gold Medallion and I have the different credentials, she said, I'm sorry, it doesn't work. But she took compassion on me and said, you know what? Come in as my guest this morning. So it is my lucky day. So I'm going to take you around and show you a little bit about what the SkyClub looks like and what you can do here. It's basically it's a lounge. It has a whole bunch of food, but there's a place for you to just kind of relax, and it's out of the airport. You don't have to see the hustle and bustle, but there's a full buffet of food. So let's go check it out, and then we'll see how it tastes. Let's go ahead and head back towards where the food is. And as we're on our way back, I'm just kind of showing you a little bit of the seating area where you can kind of come, and there's tons of seating around. There's different tables, obviously, and seats to just relax in. There is a full-service bar in here as well. We're really early in the morning. This just opened, and so the bar's not open yet. But later in the day and evening, those are where you can get a ton of drinks. But over here, this is where we have all of your buffet items, it looks like. A lot of continental breakfast type stuff, just you grab and go. Cheeses, meats, but there is some hot items as well. With the toaster, obviously, you can grab some of the stuff to toast. But over here, you can see there's a lot of places for ports, like charging ports, USB ports, something to charge your device. But let's go check out the beverages. That's over on this other side here, where you can just come in and get soda. They have a whole soda bar here with all the Coke products. And then they also have these coffee machines, as well as I think they do hot chocolate. Okay, you guys, this is the breakfast of champions. So I got some Greek yogurt with some granola and blueberries and blackberries. And of course I'm cheating just a little bit, and I got a little bit of the strawberry yogurt because that's my downfall. But they had Nashville hot potatoes, and then this is just some egg on top of some sausage for a little bit of the protein. So, and then if anybody knows me, they know that I don't get to do this too often, but I'm cheating a little bit and I'm having a Coke, which is one of my downfalls. But that is the food that they have here, or at least a portion of it. So they usually have some kind of a like potato chips or some kind of a snack bag that you can take with you. I didn't see any of those. I'm gonna go look around and see if I can find one of those, but they usually have that. So we'll go check and see if we have one of those. But I have just a few minutes in here. The flight doesn't board for another 45 minutes, so this is a great place to just kind of come hang out and just kind of, you know, just get a snack before we head off. I am flying on Delta, but I'm using SkyMiles. So if you shop around on the SkyMiles, you can actually get some pretty good deals. And this fare today, it's a basic fare, but it's allowing me to fly with only 13,000 points. That's pretty reasonable considering most flights can range anywhere from like 35 usually for a domestic up to, you know, 80, 90,000 miles. But for whatever reason, this particular flight to go down and back from Nashville to it's through Atlanta and then down to Orlando. It was 13,000 miles. So I thought, what the heck, I'm gonna do it. So, so what's it like flying basic? Well, let me tell you a little bit. I am a Gold Medallion status with Delta. I have been platinum before when I traveled even more. I don't travel quite as much. I hope to get to that level again. But there's different tiers, right, with any airlines. But with Gold Medallion, basically it gives you free upgrades. It gives you Sky Priority. That's what I was going to say. It's Sky Priority. When you check in at the airport, they have, you know, it's kind of like the red carpet service. When you check a bag, you have several bags that you can have for free, so you don't have to pay for your bags. Because I also have a Delta American Express card, it allows me to take 3 bags just for myself. But anyway, what is it like to fly Gold Medallion and I'm doing it on a basic fare? Well, it's a little bit interesting. I thought maybe I would lose that Sky Priority, things like that. But in the Delta app, you can see I'm still Sky Priority, and it did assign me a seat. That's the one thing. You don't usually get a seat if you do basic. So I had to wait until I checked in to be able to actually get a seat assigned. So I have a seat on the first leg. So I'm flying from Nashville to Atlanta. I have a seat assignment for that flight. On my next flight, the connecting flight, I do not have a seat. So I need to either go talk to a gate agent or just hope that they assign me one in the meantime. But I do have a confirmed seat. It just says you have a confirmed seat, so just check at the podium when you get there and they'll assign me a seat at that point. But other than that, it feels pretty much the same. It makes sense if you are traveling alone and it's a small, short flight. These flights today, I think it's an hour and 11 minutes for the first flight, and then it's only an hour and a half for the second flight. And so I figured I might as well save the points and not have to pay so many points because it's just me, and honestly, it's not that big a deal if I have to sit in the middle seat. So, but anyway, that's a little bit about flying basic fare on Delta if you're a Gold Medallion status. So yes, you still get your Sky Priority, but you just don't get a seat. But I'll let you know when we get there how it went and try and get some footage while I'm there on the plane. And the good thing is they do have an aisle seat on this first flight, but we'll see what happens when we get to Atlanta. Okay, so they didn't have any of the snacks or anything out. It's probably because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. But let's go. The breakfast was good. It was exactly what you think it would be. The yogurt, I was expecting it to be Greek yogurt. It said it was Greek yogurt, but it was basically just a sugary vanilla. So if you're on a diet, I'm trying to be healthy, but that's okay. We got to cheat a little today. Let's go take a look at the airport. Let's go see what's going on out there, and it's almost time for our flight. So, so excited, you guys. What an amazing day. Oh. So one of the things that we absolutely love doing when we're traveling is I always get a water, and particularly the Evian. I don't know what it is about this stuff, but it's just nice, clean, clear, tastes amazing. And I always go with the 1 liter just so I have some water while I'm on the flight. And then also it lasts me, you know, through most of the day. But yeah, it's a little more expensive, but you get it at the airport. It's kind of a fun treat. Okay, you guys, made it on the plane. Here we go. kind of in the back of the plane. It's going to be pretty tight. I do have a connecting flight in Atlanta. I only have 39 minutes to go from Terminal A to Terminal B. So since I'm at the back of the plane, it's going to be tight. Here's for hoping. But at least we're on the plane and off we go. Oh my gosh, you guys. One of the things to note, this is a short flight, but there's no in-flight entertainment. There's no TV screens on any of the back of these. This must be an older plane. So I guess it's good it's only an hour flight because there is no in-flight entertainment. Okay guys, we are going as we can to A1. We are now at least in the A terminal and making our way to A1. We're at A18, 17, 16. We might just make this. We shall see. Okay, you guys, we made it, and they're currently boarding in Zone 6 when we walked up, so we barely made that. There's a few people still in line in front of us, but we actually made it. So here we go. Oh my gosh, you guys, we are about the last ones on the plane, but we are at the back, and check it out. They gave me an exit row. So I'm on an exit row, and the aisle, and look how much leg room we have. Oh my gosh. We have so much leg room. I am so pumped. This is turning out to be awesome. So this is my experience so far on flying basic for only 13,000 miles, Nashville to Orlando. It is fantastic. So yeah, this is the second flight. We did barely make it, and here we go. Okay, you guys, so we just got off the plane, and so how would I rate being a Gold Medallion member and flying basic? It was not bad. I didn't realize, I didn't really see that big of a difference. I was at the back of the plane, but I did get exit row and was on an aisle both times. The one thing that was interesting was I did have my Sky Priority on the first leg, and so when I was leaving Nashville, I got my assignment the day before, 24 hours in advance when I checked in, as well as I got my Sky Priority. But when I got to Atlanta, it was only after I landed. Well, when I was in the air, I was on the Wi-Fi on the plane. They did give me a seat assignment. Then by the time I got off the plane, they had changed it, and so they had moved me up a little bit. But other than that, it was pretty good. The only other caveat to it was your fare trumps anything for the SkyClub. So if you have any of those SkyClub privileges, you do not get those perks. And so I just happened to get lucky because she said, just be my guest today. So other than that, that was my experience. It was great. I mean, would I do it again? Absolutely, especially if the fare was as low as it was today for me to come. So 13,000 points. That's I felt was a pretty good value. I've only seen it just a little cheaper than that, maybe 10 or 11,000 miles for a short leg, but that was not too bad. Nashville to Orlando for 13,000, because like I said, normally it's around 35,000 miles. But anyway, that was my experience. So thanks for joining us, and just remember, those who travel have stories to tell. We'll see you next time.